What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Brittany the Brand here with SHEEN Magazine, SHEEN on the Scene, and I am here at Beat on Tech at Inman Park to interview Tasha K. You know her as your favorite celebrity gossip, but she is taking her commentary to the stage for Tasha K Live, and we got a little bit of that exclusive experience here today. Y'all stay tuned. All right. Now, we already know the reputation precedes itself, but I'm here with the lovely Tasha K, and we are drinking over a wonderful glass of Sauvignon.
Should be a good host.
You know, we do our best here at SHEEN. All right.
Bring the wine. I tell you, gonna get the wine.
Look, and the winos are tuned in. You understand? So let's talk about your winos first of all. What inspired you to build this tribe? Because you have some loyal followers.
I did build it. They do. They did it. They named themselves. They named me. I started out as just basic Tasha K, like on my YouTube channel, and I was just doing comedy, reviews, and things like that. And so they just started watching me, and I looked up one day. I went from like 50 subscribers to like 1,000, and they just, we the winos, and we're hip first, and you should call yourself Tasha K, and they did that. I had no parts of it. None. I literally just took the name of something to do, and then I used to do it with a glass of wine. So that was my thing.
What were the first topics like? I mean, what were we delving into? What made you go live the first time and say this needs to be nationwide?
The first video, I got drunk for that video from my husband, by the way. It was on Chris Million and Lil Wayne, and they had a breakup. And she had found that a stripper was in his house by a picture he had posted. And so I reviewed that episode and told her, this got recorded a video, and I was like, you know what I'm writing about Chris Right? This hard Lil Wayne breakup situation. And they were like, what? I was like, the fact that she didn't have to ask her mama to leave him alone. Because you know when you find stuff on your man, you be, girl, is this true? Am I tripping? Yeah. She looked at the picture, she know it was Wayne's house. She said, you know what, fuck that. Fuck that. Nick, we done. I was like, that's who I'm talking about. And the video got 1 million views. I was in like a little Victoria's Secret room with some wine. My husband from halfway, he's like, what is this thing? We got 2 million views on the ground to a next and shade and wine. I was like, really? So then I didn't put it on Facebook because that's where everybody was when I started. So then I went to YouTube, and then I started putting stuff on YouTube. So I made a video about, what was another video? Ray J pushing Princess in the pool. Yeah. Then I did a video about, what was another one? I'm trying to think. I used to do Red Atlas comedy skits about, Janet Jackson and her guilt. You remember when she was married to that like Saudi billionaire? And I was just like, you see how she done wrapped herself up, and now she got the robe, and I'll take the robe off, and I'll be like, if I was Janet, it's time to work. $500 million. I'm converting. Exactly. I'm converting. So it just kind of built from there, and that's where the entire brand, the totality of the brand came from, which is what it evolved to now, wine, gossip, comedy. So, when I do my tours, people are like, are you a comedian? I'm like, sort of. Mm-hmm. I loved my experiences, of course, saying that I brought through our, experience, gossips that we had, and it's drinking wine. And so we got a bunch of winos in there, and I'm busting jokes on the celebrities while drinking wine. So it's wine, gossip, and comedy. So it's not just standard, like, traditional comedian, which comes out and just tells these random jokes. They know the storyline so they can relate and follow, and that's what makes it funny.
But there's a through line of storytelling, right? That I think that the internet has caught the bug of, and now you see these influencers popping up left and right. They're with story, telling the story, and then they're doing it in 10-second parts or 60-second parts or 5-minute increments. What is it like to kind of know that you're a part of this trend that you set? And seeing these people that kind of revamp the formula or try to emulate the formula. What is it like when you see these like little winos that go out and make their own channel?
I love it. I do, because it's like, imitation is the purest form of, like, what do they call it? Like imitation, the greatest form of flattery. Yes, the greatest form of flattery. So like, I love that I inspire people to do this, to share their voice. That's what it's about. Like, the winos is not just about, I'm head wino, but I don't block my viewers. I go, what I'm saying, censor them. it's a two-way conversation. So like, if you feel like something I said was like off, or maybe there's another part of the story, they review this stuff. They go and create their own. You know what I'm saying? And so I love it. I love it because it takes all of us to keep this going.
So when it comes down to entertainment today, what we're dealing with now, maybe you see something that's not getting enough attention, or you're like, why is no one talking about it? Is there anything that's standing out to you in media culture right now?
No, not really, because I cover everything. I make sure not everything is on the table. I mean, we do leave off death, we leave off kids, we leave off people who can't defend themselves per se. So, but no, I make sure I'm all across the board. I would like to see traditional media pick up a lot more of what's going on digitally. I feel like it's just this closed circuit, cult of like celebrities. It's harder for the newbies to come up because they're still trying to rotate like the Mary J. Blige's and the T.I.'s. And don't get me wrong, they're doing great. But like, let some newbies in, you know? And they can say they do, but I'm like, the last person that came through was who? Tyler?
Yeah.
Belly Game? It's not like how it used to be.
They are still TikTok famous. As much as we kind of breeze past it because Tyler is now, award winning and all these things. She grew up in the media space.
Exactly.
And went viral.
Yeah.
That virality is kind of changing the entire scope of what it means to be famous and how you can become. You don't have to do, like, even in the comedy space, right? Where you had to do the circuit run of doing underground clubs. Now, if you post a video of being funny, you're a comedian.
Right.
What is it like for you now that you're stepping into this, Tasha K live space, and you're doing that, on the stage presence more? Are there things that you're learning more being on the stage that you maybe didn't learn behind the camera?
Yes, it's needed. We as a people need to get out more. We need to see each other more. We need to experience each other more. It's not the same when it's on the phone. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, the platform is very just compelling and polarizing in itself. But like, it's just something about having that microphone, being on stage, being in their presence, allowing them to feel and see what they do. Like, and just be able to just forget all of the hardships, the political rage baiting that's going on, and just have a good time. So that's what Tasha K Live is about. Now, I prefer to be in person as opposed to live, but live, like even on my live streams, when we got like 10, 15,000 streaming live, that still feels personal to me too, because I run it like as if they were right there in the room with me. Even though if you really think about it, you're talking to yourself. Yeah. Like, it's like you're just talking to it. There ain't nobody here. Like, how do you do that? Because I feel as if I'm in the room with them.
What is it like being in the room with them now?
It is a party. It is a block party. It is a cookout. It is your auntie house. They playing cards. Yeah. It is the wedding. It is the people fighting at the funeral. It is all of that in one, and I love it all. I love it. They argue with each other. They argue with me. They, they come back. They laugh. They drink. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they passed out. It's just, you can tell they needed to do that. And I'm doing it because you know how we as Black women are. Like, we are strong. We are passionate. We are opinionated. And to have that much power in a room, them linos don't play. They do not play. I be telling people, like, when I have openers for me, I'm like, listen to me. Go out there, be fake if you want to. These women, they done raise kids. They done had niggas lying to them. They, they done dealt with baby mamas. You ain't finna play in their face with no bullshit. So if you ain't got no experience, it's best you act green. Yeah. They will laugh at that. But don't come out there trying to be something that you're not. They're going to eat you right on up.
How has it been, we got to talk about the controversial spaces.
Oh, Lord, that's fine. I live in those spaces. Yeah, I love it.
Have you seen any adversity since you started to take your platform, live, that you're like, oh, she doesn't know what she's doing, or she doesn't have the, wherewithal? Have you seen any adversity from you jumping into a different space?
What space in particular are you talking about? Are you
going from behind the camera to on the stage?
No. I was honestly shocked, like, at the turnout. Because, when you put something together for yourself, because, of course, when we try to get in the comedy clubs and on the stages and didn't answer the phone. But, honestly, I'm going to use this time to shout out Michael Blackson.
Come
Shout
on.
out to Michael Blackston. He didn't know me. He knew one of my team members, and he knows what I'm talking about. And and I guess maybe she had like pitched him to me. And shout out to her too for doing that. Shout out to Alex. I think she used to work for y'all.
Yes, I believe so. Oh, wow.
Alex Media Girl.
Small
Yeah.
world.
Shout out to Alex. You know, despite our beef, I know how to show love when I need to show love, and she did that. And so, you know, Michael Blackson has shared his tour manager, and then he saw me. He was like, "Oh, this is a no-brainer. Let's go!" And I was so nervous because I was putting together my own shows, but my winos would fly in from all over the world. It could be Europe, Africa, whatever, to come experience me. But this was different. Where I'm going into is just the Atlanta market. It's just the Ohio market. It's just the New York market, and to see the different, I'm like, oh my God, like they really came and showed out. And even the club owners was like, who is she? I never heard of her. Where are all these people coming from? Why are they screaming? We had to tell one club in Pleasanton, California, because they had a no yell rule. I said, no matter.
Did you know who's on the docket?
I was like, I know your other comedians may be scared when people yelling at them or heckling.
Yeah.
That's my crowd.
That's it.
They gonna talk shit in the middle of the set.
Yeah.
Tasha, that ain't what happened. Well, what happened? Like that, it's a dip. So we've had to go in and change the rules, kind of change how things have gone. And to me, I think I was just insecure about it because I was just like, I didn't know that many people would fuck with me like that because it's different when you're online as a person. But like when we got in that room, woo, it was like, oh shit, they really fuck with me. Like, why okay, it's real. It ain't just because you know how people think, oh, she's just famous online, but I bet she don't go outside. Bullshit.
Right.
We outside. We on tour. And our tour is gonna be kicking off Q3.
Come on now.
Yes.
And 3, 2.
So that means that your crowd work has to be on a different level, right? Because we always talk about comedy and that people who avoid crowd work because they don't want to get the audience too involved. But when your audience is like, I'm going to be involved whether you like it or not. What is that crowd work practice like?
There's no practice. I just like to be in the shit. I'm a messy bitch. You understand? Excuse my French. And if they ain't working, if they not talking, we're not doing it. And that's what it's about. Like, and a lot of them say that, Tasha, I disagree with you all the time, but I love that I just get to voice my opinion and you don't say nothing. So you present the topic and it's that back and forth. It's kind of that old school, like kind of Donahue, Ricky Lake crowd where you let them kind of take the conversation, yell at the guests, or yell at me. So I don't really have to do anything but just present the topic and go to them with a mic if they want to say something. They just be talking shit. Yeah, absolutely. That whole line. They can say whatever they want while I'm on stage during the show. And they do. They do. A lot of people can't handle audiences like that, but I'm like, I don't want the audience just sitting there like,
Right, just smiling in your face.
That's
happy to be here.
That's not my map. That's not my. I think that happened to me in Miami, and I was like, "What the?" And then I forgot where I was.
Yeah,
I'm in my home state, Florida. Florida, we don't get aroused by shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of like we used to the celebrity, we used to seeing them, so they were just sitting there like, "Can I get a short basket?" That's right. And I'm just like, y'all really ain't. I had to get in there to make them participate. They was just like, girl, the show was phenomenal. I said, I couldn't tell y'all was saying shit.
the show was phenomenal.
That's it. But I forgot. I was like, that's how we are in Florida. I'm like that when I go to shows. You know, I'm like, again.
Having the time of your life.
Yeah, but then I try to respect the personal stage now because I've been roasted. These people got me bad. Ooh, he called me a bald head, bulldog, a dyke. I was like, let me shut the fuck up next time. It was a good roast. He
ate that up.
He ate it up. He was like, oh, bitch, you want to host the show? Oh, let me guess, you want to wear the dick. No, that's how you have. I was like, damn.
Gotta love DL.
I love him. But he had the crowd going.
And I know that the crowd is going to have a lot to say about this Rihanna house shoot.
Listen. Listen.
Look, I think we all took a group gulp when we read the headline, it said, touch not.
I was just talking about security about that. She was like, somebody shot up Rihanna. I said, you on a machine gun. I said, the kids was inside and everything. I said, now, you know, Rihanna in LA lives in a protected community. A gated community. Now they're trying to make these. The reports are saying, you know, I'm gonna state the facts of the reports that it's a deranged woman, as they say, who has made comments about Rihanna on her Instagram, and this was bound to happen. Okay, cool, but we got accounts that do that all day, every day, that make comments, right? But I took a deeper look at this from my spirit side. Because I said, you know, I don't know if Rihanna's pregnant again. She looks pregnant. She looks like she's carrying a baby up for her. And you know, niggas be like to keep you inside barefoot and pregnant. You know, and so this is where the rhinos come in. And this is why I be sitting in my mind. And this is how my auntie and them used to do it. Why would that lady skip past security? How she get back security? How she know where your house was at?
Sad on folks' business.
Exactly. To shoot your house up with a machine gun. Why she didn't shoot Rocky? And where is Rocky? He said,
why are they not putting him in the headline?
Because I saw the lady. Did you see the lady?
I saw the lady.
Is she ugly?
No.
So, my heart of heart, this is my opinion, tells me that in order to protect, Rihanna's the princess. She's the billionaire. You know, Rocky's living the soft life. He don't make Rihanna money. He's the model now. He ain't even no rapper no more. He's a rapper and housewife. Listen. I said, I'll bet you. In my heart of heart, I can know that lady. And I bet you every time that lady thought something was gonna go on with her and Rocky, Rihanna pregnant again. My granddaddy died.
Did he have security in here? Okay, all right. I want to make sure security on stuff.
My granddaddy died the same way his mistress shot him in the head. He kept telling the mistress he was going to leave my grandmama. Had a baby with her. But see, you know, back in the day, we already knew what it was. Ain't no lady, ain't no man. First of all, if a woman shows up dead, who they looking at first? The partner, right?
I'm like, oh, when I saw her,
What you
I
say?
said,
And I'm seeing she don't look crazy. She looks like
in her right mind.
in her right mind. She seems very comfortable with herself, and I feel like she's been played with. And I've seen Rocky performing in sex tapes with women that look like her. And so my thing is, of course, they have the money, they have the PR to make the headlines look how they want to look. They escorted Rihanna out of the country, took her and the kids. ASAP still ain't married her. How you ain't married a billionaire lady? Yeah, that's you.
Well, I mean, they might have different, you know.
He asked her. We saw it. He asked her with gold teeth in his mouth. He had bought her like marry me like gold or something like that. But
that was a music video, though.
Yeah, but that was his way of proposing. My thing is like, if you got a Rihanna on your arm, you know he keeps her pregnant. Yeah, she done stood by him in trial. He got into it with this dude. Don't nobody even know why him and the dude was fighting. But you know what they've been saying about ASAP Rocky in the streets.
Yeah.
They say that the reason he wears skirts and purses is because he don't discriminate. That's what the streets is saying. All I'm saying is, ain't no woman ride past nobody's house with no machine gun shooting up the woman unless there's a motive. My thing is, what's the motive? And I don't believe that lady was crazy. She was pretty as fuck.
I was waiting to see her ugly shot.
Me too.
I was waiting. I was like, maybe she got dolled up for the hospital.
Oh, look, that lady.
Every previous post, every previous
gorgeous
video
together.
I was like, she's together.
We can't say that ASAP was possibly thinking with her. We have to make this look what it looks. I'm just saying that's what crisis PR
The PR was on it.
The PR is on it.
The PR is pulling him out of that post immediately.
Listen. But you know me, I'm a stir the pot, and I said something tells me there's a little bit more to this. And you know, Aesop is very suave with the women. He knows he's very intellectual, you know. And I always say men ain't got no job, they good in the bed. They know how to get pussy in the bed, they know how to get dick in the bed. They ain't got shit to do. So all they got to do is just make sure the motion is, oh, that's why he wearing skirts, so he can move better. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, dick just swinging up underneath the skirt. Like, so that's what we talking about.
All right, we have to talk about this GoFundMe.
Absolutely.
Okay,
I
so
thought you would never ask.
look,
We have
first
a
of all,
GoFundMe.
cheers to the GoFundMe.
We have a GoFundMe, Cash App, PayPal, Apple Pay, Venmo.
Look, message in a bottle bird called what prompted?
We take cash.
What prompted this GoFundMe?
People was talking shit. They was online talking shit.
I got it.
They kept saying, when you gonna pay? When you gonna pay? They've been saying this since the verdict came down in 2022. I'm like, I'm paying. I pay $20,000 a month. I'm trying to do. First of all, motherfuckers, when they get loans on shit, let's just say you get a loan for a house. The average loan on a house is 30 years, right? I have a general plan to pay this off in 15 years. $1.2 million every 5 years, which means every 5 years I have to file bankruptcy again. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole system to this because they want to try to garnish and try to put me out of business. That's not gonna happen. Sorry, you use the court to help get me silent. I'm gonna use the court to help control my payment. Okay, $20,000 a month. That's a generous donation, right? So, but the followers kept saying, "When you gonna pay? That's why you owe." My viewers have been asking me for years, "Tasha, give us a GoFundMe. Please let us shut them the fuck up. Please." I said, you know what? My followers, I told you the other night on Friday night, I said, you know, my followers have been asking me what I want for my birthday. And they also have been, you know, tired of y'all talking shit.
You got so many followers. That's 15 cents a follower.
Listen.
Carry the one we rounded.
Listen. I said, don't fuck around and every time y'all ask me when I'm a pay the lady and I hit y'all with a GoFundMe link, my followers said, put that shit up. I put it up 1 o'clock in the morning. Got my first donation. I said, oh, bitch, we in politics now? Oh, we're going on the campaign trip.
That's
I
right.
said, get the van. I got a white suit on. I got a website coming out called Stand with Tasha K. I'm in yellow. I got an old white suit. The pose? Yes, I got the pose. I swear to God. Look, you think I'm playing, don't you?
Please.
No, for real. For real. I got the merch. Stand with Tasha K. Teddy bears, wine, glasses. I am not playing. This is my fundraising charity site. Since y'all are so worried about what the fuck going on in my pockets, how fast I'm gonna get my shit paid. How about I pay my shit faster than y'all can pay over your 30, 40-year refinance houses, credit cards you got in the rear, student loans you can't get paid. Watch me clear this in 1 year. I need 120,000 people to donate $25. You think I ain't gonna get that in 1 year? And I saw Claudia Jordan, Scratch a Cat, Claudia Jordan, talking about, oh, $8,000. It's on the story. $8,000. First of all, we started at 3.5 million. It's down to 3.4 million. So listen, here's the thing. Tell me, oh, you got a long way to go. Here's the difference between me and you and Scratch Cat. You get fired. You ain't got nowhere to go. Not your YouTube channel, not a job, not a network around here, and you definitely ain't got no followers that will help donate to you to keep the bills paid. Not even a sugar daddy. That pussy old. Listen, all I'm saying is, the difference between me and her, if I ask my followers, if I ask my husband,
Come on now.
everybody contributes to this to protect me. Who's protecting you? Don't get mad because I got a card I can play. Yeah, she wanna, you know, the other party wanna drag me back in court, trying to get more money. Now you're gonna get it public every month. Every month. And we're not gonna give all the money to the other party. You know, my publicist here is gonna make sure we have a generous donation to HBCUs and charities and victims of domestic violence, underprivileged children, and things like that. So we're not gonna give it all, you know, but I'm still gonna match my 20K, right? Plus whatever it is they get. So that every month it's not 20K, it's 100K. It may be 200K. I'm gonna be doing mentorship classes. I'm gonna be doing group mentorship classes. I'm gonna be doing 5K runs and walks. I'm gonna be doing bake sales. We're gonna be doing car washes. Bitch, we selling candy bars. We selling water. We doing it all for a whole fucking year. And if you think I ain't gonna get 120,000 people to donate $25 or 3,400 people to donate $1,000 to clear this, y'all got me fucked up. Bill Clinton and every politician out here been taking y'all money. Y'all ain't saying shit and going down there to the Epstein Island. I'm going down there to the bankruptcy court with the money.
Tasha's Girl Scouts across America. Y'all heard it first.
If I can get them cookies, I'm selling them too. Even the stale ones, because we need them.
What is the GoFundMe link? We need
It is Tasha. If you just type in Tasha K on GoFundMe, it's coming up. And for the Cash App, the PayPal, the Venmo, at TK Wino Gang. At TK Wino Gang. I think 15,000 in 3 days is pretty straight, right?
I think absolutely.
Right?
I think
That's an
you
additional
on the right track.
to the 20,000 that we're gonna give. So now this point, let's just say we send in a payment right now, 20,000 plus 15,000. What's that? 35,000, right? And then we still got a whole month to go. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, don't play with me. I said, don't fuck around and let me start a church around this bitch in Atlanta. Y'all finished. You finished.
Where can we find the tour links? Where can we find everything to make sure we keep
Tour links? Well, first of all, what is interview about?
Most likely by the end of this week.
Okay, you know, this weekend we celebrate my birthday was yesterday.
Happy belated birthday!
40, 45, baby. 40, 45. Listen.
That's right.
And so this week we in DC from 12 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning. Then we may slide by the Waffle House in DC with the winos all day. All 3 sold out events. You know what I'm saying? They eating with, we partying with, cut cake, toasted. It's already packed up. It's finished. It's done. People trying to, how do I get in? They call in the restaurant. Get out. They said, no, Tasha K, you can't get in. You can't get in. So, but tour links will be up in, I think, a couple weeks for Q3, Q4. But right now, if they want to donate, no, really, right now, just go to GoFundMe Tasha K. And hit that TashaK.com for an exclusive one. Okay, because we got movies. We got, wine that you want to hear anywhere else. The shit that can get you sleep is on TashaK. So, yeah.
Look, make sure y'all check out this interview. And always pick up your most recent issue of SHEEN Magazine at Walmart, Walgreens, Books A Million, Barnes & Noble, and of course, www.SHEENMagazine.com. Bringing more out. Ladies and gentlemen, Tasha K.
I love it. Thank you, girl. Cheers.